Assalamu alaikum ladies, I'm back again. So I'm sorry, but my phone died in the middle of the last live I tried to record. But anyway, I've been recording this series on 5 steps to heal from your divorce, and we've already covered step 1 to 3. If you missed them, then you can still watch them. They're on my YouTube channel, and inshallah I'll post the link for that below this video once I'm finished. For now, we're going to talk about step 4, inshallah. And as I mentioned in the previous videos, these steps don't always happen like in a certain order when you're trying to heal. They can all be a mix. It can be a bit of a mix and match. Step 4 could come first before step 1, but these are all things that I found really helpful when I got divorced and I started my healing journey on, finding myself, working on myself, and coming back strong. And this series of 5 videos is really for those sisters who are, the go-getters, the ones who are, not willing to be put down. You're a survivor, you're a warrior, and this is literally like something that has happened in your life that has kind of shocked you, because you probably normally are quite a successful person, doing quite well in most areas. And this is probably the one thing that you weren't expecting in your life that's happened to you. Nobody ever expects to be divorced. But if you're one of those sisters who is a go-getter, who has been doing quite well and is always striving to actually try hard and do well in every area of your life, then I resonate with you, because that's who I am, and this is what helped me when I was healing through my divorce. And I was committed, even though I was broken and smashed. Like inside myself, I knew if there was one thing that I knew, it was that I wanted to come back strong. I wanted to come back thriving. I wanted to, take everything I could, like the gifts, everything I could learn from this experience, and come back stronger than before. And that was that was what drove me to heal myself. That was what drove me to invest in my own growth, to really, work on myself so that I could come back strong. And alhamdulillah, I did. And I have to say now, looking back, that it's probably my, in terms of experiences that make you grow and make you become a better person, is probably my top experience. So my divorce is literally the thing that has made me who I am today. And so if you're one of those sisters who are, who's got that mindset, who wants to do everything she can to heal, to grow, to come back stronger, to really take the gifts that Allah has sent to you in your experience, then this video will resonate with you. And the 3 videos that I've made before, this whole series will resonate with you. So inshallah, we've done step 1 to 3. So we talked about for step 1, we said we acknowledge the pain, and acknowledge what a massive event this is that has happened in your life. In step 2, we talked about prioritizing yourself and making your healing and your growth and your journey through this experience your first priority. And then we talked about, in step 3, we talked about expressing the emotions as they come up, because there will be a lot of emotions that you'll be going through right now as you're going through this experience. And I'm just going to share a bit of what it's like, so that you don't feel like you're going through something different or that is abnormal. Literally, it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster when you get divorced. You might wake up in the morning feeling really sad, feeling really quite depressed and very emotional. Next minute you might start feeling really angry at the other person or angry at other people in your life. And then by afternoon you might feel like you actually like the other person and you're missing them, and then by the evening it's something else, and it's continuously changing. And that's how it is each day. It's like an emotional roller coaster. And that's why this step that I'm going to share with you today is so important, because if you don't do this step, it will literally stop you from healing yourself. It will stop you from coming back strong from this experience. And actually, when I'm coaching sisters, I'm an emotional healing coach, and I coach sisters on working through their emotions from a spiritual approach, with a spiritual approach. And this is one of the things that I have to keep repeating, and I find myself right from the onset I have to keep saying this in all the sessions. And that is what this step that I have to keep repeating to sisters is to take it slow. And I'll often find that when I start a coaching session with sisters, especially when we first start, they'll be talking at 100 miles an hour. They'll be like, the emotions will be getting on top of them. They'll be overwhelmed, and they're just like, going so fast. And I'll have to say, take it slow. Take it slow. Slow down. Slow down. Just remember to breathe. And if there was one thing that I would advise you, if you're trying to heal from your divorce, then I would really push that you really take it slow. And if you're anything like me, then you're probably like, one of those go-getters who's probably living life like 100 miles an hour, doing much more than any other people can ever imagine doing. Being there, achieving, probably got a lot of goals for yourself. You've probably got a lot of things that you do for others. But if there was ever a time where you really need to slow down, then this is the time. And that actually translates into, letting some things go. So there might be things that you would normally do, that you would prioritize, but taking it slow means you have to make space in your time to have some time to reflect, to have some time to, process those emotions as you go through them. Because like I said, it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster when you get divorced. And, your mind, your body, everything needs time to catch up. It needs time to catch up with what's going on. Like 1 minute you're angry, 1 minute you're sad, 1 minute you're feeling in love, 1 minute you're feeling resentful, and it's all happening at the same time. And if you keep your life at the same pace as you did before you got divorced, then you'll find that you won't be able to heal fully from this experience, and the trauma might stay with you for a long time and show up later in ways that you never expected. And that's the last thing that you want. If you're someone like me who wants to come back strong from this experience, and who wants to really take the lessons and connect with Allah through this experience, then you definitely don't want to do this fast. You want to take it really slow, and taking it really slow will allow you to do all the other things that I mentioned, will allow you to feel your emotions, will allow you to express yourself, will allow you inside time to heal and time to recover and even come back stronger. And taking it slow will allow you to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a way that you've never imagined before. So if you're going to I keep saying this in every video, but this is really a really big and important step, and it is to really take it slow and give yourself the time. And it probably will translate into you letting go of some of your goals right now. So it might translate into, maybe like for you, maybe you're aiming to run a marathon, or maybe your fitness is a top goal, but maybe you have to slow down with that right now. Maybe in your career, you've got something that you want to do, like a progression step or something, but you might have to take a back seat and take it slow for now. So just do the minimal that will keep you floating. But what that will do is it'll allow you and give you that time that you need to heal yourself as you go through this. And giving yourself that time to heal, giving yourself that space, will allow you to come back strong through this experience. And I know right now it probably feels like that's impossible, like how am I ever going to go back to how I was, or even better than I was. Like you probably feel like I'm so broken, so smashed, like I can't even think or imagine anything different. But inshallah, trust me, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gift you gifts as you go along, as long as you take this opportunity to take the lessons, as long as you take this opportunity to heal those emotions, as long as you take this opportunity to reflect, to stop, to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this step is really important, to take it slow. And actually this step is not just really a step that's important or something that's important when you're getting divorced. It's actually important throughout life. Nowadays, there's a culture of living life too fast. and everything is geared towards that. Even like, for example, the agriculture, animals like chickens are being made from, like, from them being hatched to full grown chicken in a month. Like, they're giving them injections to make them grow, and what's at the end, what happens? The chicken, if you have ever seen them, they're so unhealthy, they can't even stand, and yet then they're using those chickens to feed people. And the whole culture is like that. Like, we're all about doing everything fast and getting things done really quickly, and it's far away from what, the nature, the natural way that Allah intended things to be, is far away from the fitrah. Like, the natural way of life is for it to be really slow. So for example, when you plant a plant, you put a seed, then you have to wait and you have to give it time for it to grow, for it to eventually become, like, if you're growing a fruit tree, for it to eventually get stronger and stronger until it grows into a bigger tree. And then after, like, maybe a couple of years, you might get some fruit from that tree. And that's how slow it is. And it's the same with us. If we want to get some fruits out of our experiences, if you want to really, get to the peak, we really need to slow down and follow, nature's way. Follow the way Allah has created things, of taking things slow. Just breathe, relax, take things very slow as you heal from your divorce. And what I'm saying is that this step is not just important when you're divorced. It's at any time in your life, taking it slow will actually get you to your goal faster. And I've experienced this so many times myself. So just to repeat again, today's step is to take it slow. And even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, He says, سَأُرِيكُمْ آيَاتِي فَلَا تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ, that, I will show you the signs. I will show you my signs. Like signs, it could be miracles, it could be lessons, it could be, anything like that you could call it. And Allah says, I will show you the signs, but don't rush me. And obviously we can't really rush Allah. So when words are used in this way in the Quran, it generally means like, don't rush yourself. So don't be in a rush for Allah to give you the result, for Allah to show you the sign. Don't be in a rush to don't even be in a rush to heal. And I remember when I was going through my experience and I was working with my coach, I would often be like, sis, when am I going to get there? Like, I was so, like, I really wanted to just get it over and done with. I want to heal, I want to fix myself, and, I want to move on with my life, and I want to do the things I want to do, and, I just want to get over this. And then, the sister, Allah bless her, she had so much patience. She would keep reminding me to take it slow. And that's the best piece of advice that I ever got, because it helped me to slow down and to really focus on myself, to reflect and, ground myself in a way that helped me to come back stronger after my divorce. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, like, I will show you the signs, but don't rush me. So don't rush, don't be in haste. And even the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's a hadith in Tirmidhi which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that taking things slowly and doing things slowly and purposefully is better than being in haste in most situations. Few exceptions which are in the hadith, but generally the concept is that we take it slow, we be more purposeful, more intentional about what we're doing. And especially when you're healing from a broken marriage, healing from a divorce, or healing from any other emotional trauma, one of the things that you really need to do for yourself is to take it very slow, so that you can have that time to support yourself. And it is very difficult to do when you're not used to it, and you're probably like, whatever age you are, 20, maybe you're in your mid-20s or mid-30s, or maybe even later, you've developed a pattern of the way you live your life, and your body, your mind, everything is used to that pattern, and it's going to be very difficult for you to break away from that pattern, because our brains are designed to follow patterns, and it's very difficult for us to change a pattern that we've been used to for a very long time. And that's where, working with someone, having a coach or someone, who's going to give you that feedback and support you, and, give you little reminders, little nudges that are going to remind you to stop, to take it slow, to focus on yourself. That's when it becomes really helpful. Like, for me, I have to say, like, I'm so grateful, alhamdulillah, that at that time when I was divorced, I invested in, that sister who did transformational healing coaching, and I'm so grateful for the transformation that I had as a result of that coaching. And inshallah, I hope that if anything, at least this video inspires you to really focus on taking things slowly, letting go of a lot of extra things, letting go of a lot of your goals that you've normally had, and really focusing on yourself, inshallah. So like looking back, I can say to you, like for example, I've been doing hifz, I'm still doing it, but at the time when I was healing from my divorce, I had to let go of that for a while. And the good thing is that when I did heal, as I went through my healing journey, I actually came back much stronger and started working towards even my old goals in a much quicker way and achieving them much quicker. But I had to give myself that initial time to heal, and that's what helped me to come back stronger later. And that's been my journey. My journey, I'm even writing my book, is called From Broken to Thriving. And inshallah, I'll share the link for that as well, because there's a lot of writing and poetry that I wrote at the time when I was divorced, and I'm sure you'll resonate with most of it. So if you're interested in that, you can sign up. I'll post the link below. You can sign up for receiving some of the book excerpts. But literally, that's what I've done. I was smashed, broken, emotionally, mentally, spiritually after my divorce, and I worked on myself and came back stronger, came back thriving. And if you're one of those sisters who want to do that and who committed to yourself and your journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you really want to use this experience to become a better person, inshallah. And one of the biggest steps, one of the biggest things that you can do for yourself right now is to take it slow, inshallah. So that's it for today. Today was step 4, and I'll be back again, inshallah, with step 5. So look forward to that and watch that, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan. I hope you found it helpful. If you did find it helpful, leave me a comment and let me know what you took away from this, or what insight you've had, or anything that really resonated. I love to read your comments, so just let me know, inshallah. And if you know any sisters who might benefit from watching this series of videos, then please do share it with them and invite them, inshallah, so that they can, inshallah, benefit as well. Jazakumullahu khairan, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.